Most knives in your drawer might look cool, but would they survive chopping wood, prepping food, or emergencies in the wild? Probably not. Here, the fixed blade knives stand out, as they're built solid, with zero weak points. But with endless options flooding the market, most people pick wrong. So, in this video, we'll show you the 30 best fixed blade survival knives that combine strength, versatility, and tactical reliability. Updated price and purchase links are provided down in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. Alright, have a look at one of the most versatile survival knives ever made, the Tom Brown Tracker. Many people recognize it from the movie The Hunted, but this knife is far more than just Hollywood fame. It is designed as a complete wilderness survival system. Instead of a single cutting edge, the massive 5.7-inch blade carries multiple edges in one. So, one knife can cover chopping, slicing, carving, and skinning tasks without switching tools. The steel is 154 cm stainless, heat-treated, and cryo-tempered to a Rockwell hardness between 58 and 60. This gives it the toughness needed to survive heavy batoning or chopping without fear of breaking. With a thickness built for abuse, the Tracker can take on firewood, vegetation, or bone. At around 18 ounces, the weight gives you impressive chopping power, though it does take practice to master all its functions. The tumble finish protects against corrosion and helps reduce glare, especially if you find yourself in tactical settings. Add in the micarta handle that stays grippy even when wet, plus a rotating kydex sheath for flexible carry, and you've got a knife built for serious survivalists. After handling such a heavy multi-purpose knife, you may want something slimmer and easier to control. So check out this off-grid Backcountry V2. It feels like a more streamlined survival companion, but is still plenty tough. Built with cryo-treated D2 steel running full tang through the handle, this blade is made to last. The blade measures 4.5 inches long and about 4 millimeters thick, which makes it more versatile for detailed tasks without giving up durability. Its design allows it to cross over between outdoor use and defensive situations, which is rare in this category. The handle is crafted from G10 with added jimping on both the front and back. Whether you are wearing gloves or using bare hands, the grip feels locked in. This knife also comes with a thoughtfully designed sheath system. The kydex sheath includes the OG Low Pro belt attachment for a low vertical carry on your hip, and it is compatible with Tech-Lock clips. While it may not have the brute chopping force of a larger knife, the V2 earns its place as a tactical outdoor hybrid that performs in many roles. But if you're after something with more of an American craftsmanship edge, the Reiff F series might grab your attention. It shows off American knife making at its best, combining premium materials with rugged practicality. At the heart of these knives is CPM3V steel, a tool steel specifically engineered for extreme toughness and edge retention. Unlike traditional carbon steels that can chip or wear quickly, CPM3V is formulated to resist breaking, chipping, and corrosion, which means you'll spend less time sharpening and more time working. There are two flagship models. The F4 Bushcraft knife has an overall length of 9 inches, with a 4-inch blade that is approximately 1 inch wide and about 0.15 inch thick. And here, the larger F6 Luku version measures 11.25 inches overall, with a 6-inch blade, 1.47 inches wide, and 0.18 inch thick. Both feature durable G10 handles for a secure grip, and the weight balances well for hard use. So these knives excel at camp chores like feather stick carving, fire preparation, and field dressing. After something so refined and precise, maybe you're curious about shear size and chopping strength. That's where the Caiman XXL enters, which is pure brute force. With an overall length of 12.1 inches and a Bowie-style blade measuring 7 inches long, the XXL takes cutting power to another level. The design actually stems from their popular folding knives, but after so many requests, they turned it into a full-tang fixed blade. The blade is made from cryogenically treated D2 steel, known for its balance of hardness and toughness. Slightly textured G10 handles make it comfortable for larger hands, and the ergonomics are carefully shaped for both gloved and bare use. Despite weighing 15.5 ounces, the distribution makes it surprisingly manageable on the belt. It carries lower on the hip thanks to the custom Kydex sheath with OG low pro belt attachment. This knife is aimed at campers, hunters, and anyone who needs chopping strength closer to a machete but still wants knife control. While not the most practical for lightweight carry, it delivers the intimidation factor and capability in one massive package. The Stingray strikes a middle ground between modern function and classic form. This knife is the collaboration between well-known designer Ray Laconico and BPS Knives, bringing together American design insight and Ukrainian craftsmanship. The overall length is 240 millimeters, or about 9.4 inches, and the weight sits at 220 grams, which is just under 8 ounces. It is often named the big knife, and it actually feels substantial in hand while staying manageable for extended use. The blade steel is D2, offering a solid mix of hardness and corrosion resistance for survival needs. And a micarta handle adds comfort and grip, even in wet or cold conditions. The knife also comes with a Cordura Mole sheath, which allows flexible carry options. Instead of forcing a specific style of use, its balance and rugged build make it capable of handling utility, camp, and survival tasks. It may not be as heavy-duty as some oversized choppers, but it makes up for it with efficiency and versatility. Here, the Armiger 4 from Demko takes a different approach to survival knives. It is compact, rugged, and built for adaptability. Instead of aiming for size or intimidation, it focuses on maximizing performance in a smaller package. At the core, you get a Magna-Cut steel blade, drop point in shape, with a stone-washed finish. Magna-Cut is quickly becoming one of the most respected steels in modern knife making because it balances hardness, toughness, and corrosion resistance extremely well. This blade runs full tang through the handle, which ensures strength in demanding situations. The handle itself is made from thermoplastic rubber, offering a cushioned, non-slip grip that holds steady in wet or cold environments. The sheath system is also clever. It uses a two-piece injection molded Kydex design. The outer fiberglass reinforced shell keeps it rigid, while the inner layer is scratch-resistant and easier on the blade. You can even remove the outer shell for cleaning, thanks to a built-in drain hole. Plus, a Velcro strap attachment secures the knife to your belt, and the setup feels straightforward and reliable. While the Armiger 4 does not have the reach of a larger blade, it is purpose-built for people who value compact durability above sheer chopping power. Moving on to the ESEE Junglas 2 is a knife that blurs the line between a machete and a survival blade. Measuring 14.5 inches overall and a blade length of just over 8.3 inches, this tool brings reach and power into one package. The weight alone, 19.8 ounces, tells you it is built for chopping. Made from 1095 high-carbon steel hardened to about 55 to 57 Rockwell, the Junglas 2 delivers the toughness that ESEE knives are known for. A textured powder coat protects the blade from corrosion and reduces glare. The removable micarta handles are grippy, even when wet, and can be replaced or customized if needed. The Junglas line was originally designed for Colombian anti-narcotics forces who needed a tool tough enough for jungle operations. That heritage shows in its performance. It chops like a machete but still offers the control of a large knife, making it useful for clearing brush, processing wood, or survival defense. It may feel oversized for casual use, but when serious survival is the goal, this knife gives confidence. The Zero Tolerance 6, often called the ZT6, embodies American precision with tactical reliability. Built from CPM 3V steel, this 6-inch fixed blade is designed to take punishment. CPM 3V is known for its ability to hold an edge without chipping, making it excellent for heavy field tasks. To add even more resilience, the blade is bead blasted and coated with a layer of clear Cerakote, which protects against corrosion and scratches, Measuring 0.19 inches thick and under 5 millimeters, the blade has enough heft to take on serious work while staying controllable. The OD Green G10 handle is textured for grip, keeping the knife steady even in wet or muddy conditions. At 10.3 ounces or about 292 grams, it is heavy enough to feel strong, but light enough for long carry. Plus, the Kydex sheath includes a secondary retention strap, multiple mounting slots, and even a drainage hole, giving you flexibility. While it may not carry the exotic look of oversized blades, the ZT6 proves itself through durability, balance, and thoughtful design. Now, take a look at the Demko 3V FreeReign. It's got a full tang construction of the premium CPM 3V steel, which makes it a trusted companion for military professionals and hardcore survivalists. This isn't some weekend camping blade. It's the kind of tool designed to take on the battlefield without compromise. What makes it stand out is the sheath system. You can completely take it apart for cleaning. And that might sound like a small detail, but in muddy, bloody, or sandy environments, keeping your gear clean can be the difference between staying sharp and failing when you need it most. Then there's the handle, rubberized and injection molded with aggressive texturing. Basically, it locks into your hand whether you're in gloves, soaked in rain, or even dealing with less than ideal situations. The flat grind makes cutting efficient, while the drop point shape gives it real piercing power. People often say it feels balanced enough to become an extension of your arm, which explains why it's used for everything from splitting firewood to backing you up in combat. It's not flashy, it's just brutally reliable, and that's exactly why so many professionals keep it close. Next, we've got the Skull Crusher's Extreme Sidekick, or SXS, which comes straight from the mind of survivalist EJ Skull Crusher Snyder. Built on his real-world experience in both combat and wilderness survival, this knife was made to deliver maximum performance in a compact package. The blade measures 5.25 inches with an overall length of a bit over 10 inches. It is crafted from 1095 carbon steel, one of the most proven survival steels, offering a mix of edge retention, toughness, and ease of sharpening. A black traction coating protects it from rust and glare. The handle is linen micarta, known for being grippy, durable, and dependable even when wet. What makes this unique is its philosophy. Instead of being oversized like many survival knives, it compresses all that capability into a manageable form. It is big enough for chopping and slicing tasks, but small enough for everyday field carry. That balance makes it useful not just in wilderness situations, but also in tactical applications where reliability can mean the difference between life and death. When you're out in the wild with just one knife to depend on, it has to be something that won't let you down mid-task. That's where the Morakniv Garberg, crafted in Sweden, earns its reputation. It uses a full tang build, meaning the steel extends through the entire handle, adding extra strength and durability. The blade runs about 4.3 inches long and measures a bit over 3 millimeters thick, more than enough to handle batoning through wood or other demanding chores. You can pick between carbon steel or stainless steel, both coming in at a total length of 9 inches, which keeps it well balanced and easy to manage even if you're working for hours. Another thoughtful detail is the spine, ground to a crisp 90-degree edge, so it throws sparks effectively when used with a ferro rod. That makes it excellent for fire starting and other camp tasks where control is key. The polyamide handle is rugged and dependable, though some users feel it could benefit from more shaping for added comfort during long use. While its edge retention isn't quite as high as premium-grade steels, it sharpens quickly and holds up impressively under tough conditions. This balance of strength and practicality is why the Garberg has become a trusted go-to. It combines resilience with precision in a knife you can count on. Carrying a survival knife usually means dealing with extra bulk, but the Benchmade 375 one-fixed Adamas proves you don't have to sacrifice performance for portability. It's designed with serious professionals in mind. Think military personnel or first responders who need equipment that won't fail when things get intense. The blade itself measures about 4.2 inches and is crafted from premium CPM crew wear steel, That gives you top-tier edge retention and wear resistance, while the skeletonized full tang design keeps the weight surprisingly low at just over 5 ounces. With an overall length bit over 9 inches, it offers enough reach without becoming cumbersome. Its drop-point blade has spine serrations, which come in handy for cutting straps or rope, while the flat grind ensures efficient slicing. Reports from the field highlight how this knife can take a beating, from splitting hardwood to even punching through sheet metal without snapping. Benchmade also adds a practical touch by including 96 inches of paracord to wrap the handle. This helps with grip, especially in wet conditions, and solves the main drawback of bare steel handles feeling slippery. Altogether, the fixed Adamas strikes a rare balance. It's light in the hand, built for abuse, and lives up to the trust people place in Benchmade. A survival knife doesn't always need high-end steel or a hefty price tag. It just needs to perform. That's the philosophy behind the Schrade SCHF 36 Frontier, which delivers straightforward functionality without unnecessary frills. This full tang knife comes with a blade a little over 5 inches long, shaped in a drop-point profile, and made from 1095 high-carbon steel. That toughness even won it the 2015 Blade Show People's Choice Award. The overall length is just over 10.5 inches, giving it a good balance between control and capability. A black powder coating reduces shine and adds corrosion resistance, while the spine features a sharp 90-degree grind for use with a ferro rod. The TPE handle includes ring texturing and a contoured shape that sits comfortably and securely in hand, no matter the weather. Another strength is how easily it sharpens in the field, making it forgiving for newer users who may not have professional sharpening gear. For its price, the Frontier shows that clever design can beat out premium materials. You get a knife that feels trustworthy in real outdoor situations without draining your wallet. SOG Pillar steps in as a US-made knife that carries serious build quality. At its core, you'll find a 5-inch clip point blade made from CPMS 35 VN steel, a premium stainless that balances strength and edge performance. It's resilient enough to baton wood or chop aggressively, yet refined enough to slice with precision. The handle is fitted with canvas micarta scales, which not only provide a dependable grip, but also gain character as they wear in, picking up a unique look over time. With its full tang structure and total length just past 9.5 inches, the knife feels strong but also nicely balanced in hand. It comes with a molded Kydex sheath, making carry and deployment straightforward. While S35VN takes more patience to sharpen compared to basic carbon steels, the trade-off is worth it. Its edge life and overall toughness make it feel more like a permanent piece of your gear kit than just another blade. The Pillar is the kind of knife you invest in once and plan on keeping around for a long while. Plenty of knives feel mass-produced, but the BPS Adventurer CSHF carries a handmade quality that makes it stand out. Built in Ukraine, this knife features a 5.3-inch drop-point blade forged from 1066 carbon steel. It's hardened to keep an edge yet soft enough to sharpen easily in the field. At 10 inches overall and weighing just under 6 ounces without the sheath, it stays light in hand and comfortable during prolonged use, like carving or whittling. The leather sheath deserves a mention. It includes a built-in slot for the supplied ferro rod, which means fire starting is always within reach. The walnut handle, treated with Danish oil, looks great right away and develops a rich patina as it ages. With a Scandi grind, the blade comes razor sharp out of the box, and the 90-degree spine works reliably with the ferro rod. At under 3 millimeters thick, it offers excellent precision for fine tasks. Of course, carbon steel requires extra care to prevent rust, especially in damp or coastal environments. But many bushcrafters gladly accept that trade-off since the steel sharpens so easily. With the sheath, ferro rod, and craftsmanship you're getting, the Adventurer CSHF offers serious value for anyone who actually puts their knives to work. If you want a knife that thrives under rough treatment, the Cold Steel Recon Tanto has built its reputation exactly on that. With a blade just shy of 7 inches, forged from SK5 high carbon steel, This knife is designed for the hard jobs, batoning, chopping, and even prying. It's long been a favorite among military professionals and survivalists for its ability to withstand abuse. The Tanto profile gives it piercing strength, and the thick flat ground blade adds to its overall durability. Users report driving it through wood and other tough materials without damaging the edge. The handle, made from Cray X, provides a firm, rubber-like grip, ensuring control even in wet or gloved conditions. Cold Steel's Secure X sheath keeps it locked tight while giving multiple carry options. A black protective coating helps guard against corrosion and keeps glare to a minimum, useful for tactical work. While the Tanto shape isn't the smoothest slicer compared to a drop point, its toughness and ability to pierce make it a strong survival choice. After more than 3 decades on the market, the Recon Tanto proves it was designed to endure where other knives might not. Some knives come back because people can't stop asking for them. And the Top's Shadow Hunter is one of those designs. First introduced years back, it's now been re-released with some smart improvements. This American-made knife carries a 4.5-inch drop-point blade made from 1095 carbon steel, hardened between 56 and 58 HRC. Measuring just over 9 inches overall and weighing about 10 ounces, it gives you plenty of cutting strength without feeling oversized. The updates really show in the details. The jimping on the spine has been adjusted for better control, and the blade itself is a touch longer than the original version. The tan and black canvas micarta handle scales are thicker, making it more comfortable during extended use, while the tungsten Cerakote finish adds better corrosion resistance compared to the older powder coat, strong enough for batoning or chopping, but slim enough for controlled carving. It balances both worlds well. Its sheath is a coyote tan kydex with a rotating steel clip, letting you carry it at different angles or attach it to mola gear. Like all knives in 1095 carbon steel, it does need regular care to avoid rust, but it sharpens easily and can reach a razor edge right in the field. Now, take a look at the chopper from Montana Knife Company. This one sits right at the crossroad between a tactical blade and a survival tool. The blade feels like it's built for the toughest challenges. Its thin-edge geometry is surprisingly efficient for a knife this size, helping to keep the weight manageable. The blade stretches 9 3/8 inches from handle to tip, and the overall knife length is 15 inches. Sure, that's a big knife, but at just 15 ounces, it's easier to carry and use than you'd expect. The G10 handle is contoured for grip and comfort, with a lanyard hole to add security during heavier swings. It's made from 52-100 ball-bearing carbon steel with a protective PVD coating, giving it the toughness for long-term hard use. Since it's not stainless, regular care with blade wax is recommended, but that's part of owning a tool designed to be used hard and passed down. It also comes with a custom Teton leather sheath, designed for horizontal carry on a belt, whether you're left or right-handed. Altogether, the MKC Chopper is ideal for chopping wood, building shelters, and all-around camp work, a tough survival knife built to handle big jobs. Large survival knives can sometimes feel closer to mini machetes, practical but not always refined. The LionSteel M7 manages to be both powerful and precise. Yes, it's big, heavy, and meant for chopping, but it still delivers the finesse you'd expect from a carefully designed blade. The 7-inch drop-point blade is forged from Sleipner steel, known for its durability and edge holding, though it takes a little more effort to resharpen compared to softer steels. At a total length of 12.3 inches and weighing over 14 ounces, it definitely leans toward that small hatchet category. The 5.5mm spine gives it strength, but the flat grind helps it slice and carve effectively. The standout feature is the handle design. Instead of separate scales, the micarta grip is CNC machined from a single block, wrapping the tang seamlessly for added strength and comfort. With its forward-weighted balance, it makes tasks like chopping and batoning more efficient. Users often note, it feels just as dependable for heavy-duty work as it does for smaller camp chores. Designed by Michele Pensato, who has a background in both archaeology and bushcraft, the M7 brings together raw force with Italian craftsmanship, making it one of the rare big knives that doesn't give up precision for power. Sometimes you want a tactical knife that feels dependable without going overboard, and the Cold Steel AK-47 fits that role well. It features a 5.5-inch blade made from CPM 3V high-carbon steel with a stonewash finish, giving it both excellent corrosion resistance and strong edge retention. At a bit over 10 inches overall, it strikes a balance, big enough for serious work, yet still manageable for everyday carry. The blade comes in a plain edge style, sharpened razor smooth from tip to base. The clip point profile combined with a saber ground edge makes it effective for piercing and slicing. The G10 handle scales provide a sure grip, while the Secure X sheath keeps it locked down safely. Designed to meet military standards, the sheath ensures the knife stays secure and ready for quick use. All in all, the AK-47 fixed blade is built to withstand harsh field conditions, whether you're in a survival situation on the job or tackling tactical tasks. When you're facing rugged wilderness conditions, the Alaskan Harpoon from Tops deserves attention. When weighing just a touch over 15 ounces and measuring 12 inches overall, its size gives it serious chopping and prying ability. The under 7-inch drop point blade is made from 1095 carbon steel, tough enough for processing timber, dressing game, or taking on demanding survival tasks. What makes the Alaskan Harpoon stand out is how versatile it is. Survivalist Ed Arnold has demonstrated its use as both a detailed cutter and a heavy-duty tool, proving that size doesn't have to mean clumsy handling. With a black traction coating and full tang design, it stays durable even in punishing conditions. Black linen micarta handle scales keep your grip reliable in wet or freezing weather. The included ballistic nylon sheath comes with mole compatibility and extra storage, adding flexibility in how you carry gear. The drop point design offers precision for finer work, though the overall size might not appeal to ultralight backpackers. Still, for those prioritizing toughness and power over ounces, the Alaskan Harpoon delivers as a serious outdoor companion. Sometimes the best innovations come from unexpected places, and the BPS Knives Beta proves that quality doesn't always mean expensive. At first glance, its compact look might fool you, but the under 5-inch D2 steel blade is capable far beyond its size. Hardened to between 60 and 61 HRC, it maintains an edge noticeably longer than most standard carbon steels, handling wood, leather, and other tough materials without issue. Weighing about 6 ounces with an overall length of 9.5 inches, it's a solid balance of cutting ability and control. The micarta handle scales are weather-resistant and offer a secure grip, while the full tang design with threaded bolts makes it feel more substantial than you'd expect from its slim profile. Spine jimping gives you better thumb placement for controlled cuts, and the Scandi grind makes it slice like a smaller blade. The included ABS sheath works with tech lock attachments, giving multiple carry options. While D2 steel does take more patience to sharpen, the longer edge retention more than makes up for it. Altogether, the Beta shows how good design and solid materials can give you dependable performance without a steep price tag. Some knives build a reputation over decades, while others take that legacy and refine it into something even more practical. The K-Bar 1310 Slabby does exactly that. Essentially, it's a modern bushcraft tool inspired by the classic USMC fighting knife. Plus, it comes with a 7-inch clip point blade forged from 1095 Crovan steel, creating a hefty 17.6-ounce knife with an overall length of just over 12 inches. While the weight may feel heavy for detailed carving, it provides excellent chopping ability and control at the tip. The big upgrade here is its full tang construction, with removable glass-filled nylon scales, which makes it easy to customize without losing durability. The Selcon sheath uses a dual locking mechanism for both security and quick deployment. While the large size can be less convenient for very fine work, the Slabby still delivers on versatility and power. Made in the USA with premium German steel, the K-Bar Slabby bridges military tradition with modern survival needs, a tough, overbuilt knife designed for demanding users. Here we've got the K-Bar BK62 Kephart, and honestly, it feels like holding a piece of bushcraft heritage in your hand. Named after Horace Kephart, often called the father of modern bushcraft, this knife isn't just a random tribute. Designer Ethan Becker went the extra mile by basing it directly on one of the rare surviving Kephart knives, so what you get is rooted in genuine history. The blade measures a bit over 5 inches and is forged from 1095 Crovan carbon steel. It comes with a flat grind, which helps the edge stay sharp and makes touch-ups straightforward when needed. The walnut handle has a slight finger swell, giving it a comfortable, balanced feel that sits naturally in the hand. People value this knife for its versatility. It handles everything from chopping vegetables to carving feather sticks, and even light batoning. Since it's carbon steel, though, it does require care to prevent rust or patina, and the walnut handle can absorb moisture, which might make it slippery when wet. Price-wise, it isn't the most budget-friendly option. But if you want a survival knife that's both historically faithful and well-crafted, the K-Bar BK62 Kephart makes a convincing case. Next on the list is the Cold Steel SRK, short for Survival Rescue Knife. This blade has earned its reputation as a rugged, dependable tool, famously used by Navy SEALs during their BUDS training. It's built for heavy work and doesn't shy away from tough conditions. The blade runs about 6 inches long, forged from SK5 high carbon steel. It features a clip point with a partial flat grind, giving it plenty of versatility, sharp enough for precise cuts, but tough enough for chopping. The sheath is straightforward and practical, built to work without unnecessary extras. Its Cray X handle is another highlight, keeping your grip secure even with wet or cold hands. The blade's weight adds momentum when batoning or chopping wood, which makes outdoor tasks more efficient. Users often praise its reliability, with some claiming decades of solid use without failure. Worth noting that the San May steel version is available, but it can be prone to chipping during lighter use. So many prefer the standard SK5 for durability. With full tang construction, Japanese quality steel, and a fair price, the SRK stands out as a solid survival knife choice. Now, let's look at the Morakniv Bushcraft Survival, a Swedish-made knife designed to be both practical and smart. It carries that classic Scandinavian vibe, featuring a thick carbon steel blade, about 3.2 millimeters thick, with a Scandi grind that makes woodworking and carving easy and accurate. What makes this one special are the survival-focused extras. The sheath includes a ferro rod that sparks at a blazing 3,000 degrees Celsius and can last for thousands of strikes, along with a built-in diamond sharpener for quick edge maintenance. The high-friction rubber handle keeps your grip firm, even when wet, while the spine is ground to a sharp 90 degrees, perfect for throwing sparks with the ferro rod. The plastic sheath isn't flawless. Some users report that it can wear down or loosen after extended hard use. And like most carbon steel, the blade does need care to prevent rust, especially in humid climates. Still, with strong cutting ability plus built-in fire-starting tools, it's a survival knife that combines precision with convenience. Ideal for anyone who values both utility and reliability in the field. Next is the BPS Bushmate 2, a knife that blends Ukrainian craftsmanship with Dutch bushcraft knowledge. This updated version improves on the original Bushmate with sharper performance and practical tweaks based on real user feedback. It features a full tang blade just under 4 inches long, crafted from 1066 carbon steel. The blade arrives extremely sharp and handles carving and chopping easily, though beginners should watch out. The spine is quite sharp at first. The handle has a clean, traditional look and feels comfortable even during long use, while the upgraded leather sheath, reinforced with hand-stitched nylon, offers versatile carry. A ferro rod is included as well, making it handy in survival settings. While the steel doesn't hold its edge quite as long as higher-end options like 1095, it sharpens very easily in the field, which is a big plus. A few users mentioned they would have preferred pinned handles for added toughness, but the overall design is still solid. With handmade quality and practical features, the Bushmate 2 delivers great value for anyone who wants a reliable outdoor companion. Let's move on to the MKC Marshall Bushcraft, a knife crafted by bladesmith Josh Smith with Montana's Bob Marshall Wilderness in mind. This is a big blade, measuring more than 12 inches overall, with an under 8-inch massive blade forged from cryo-treated high-carbon ball-bearing steel. That combination provides outstanding toughness, strong edge retention, and easy sharpening when it's needed. The thick spine, about 0.17 inches, paired with flat-sided G10 handles, makes this knife stable for heavy batoning while keeping your grip secure during chopping. Despite its size, many users appreciate how well balanced it feels, making it less intimidating to handle. It works just as well for chopping firewood as it does for food prep around camp. Of course, at nearly 10 ounces, it's not the lightest knife, so ultralight packers might find it a bit much. It also sits at a higher price point, but MKC's Generations program, which offers lifetime sharpening and repairs, adds real long-term value. For anyone wanting a rugged, dependable survival knife designed for serious outdoor challenges, the MKC Marshall Bushcraft is a top pick. If you're looking for a versatile knife that handles outdoor challenges with style, the Lionsteel T6 from Italy is worth a close look. Designed by Moletta, it sits neatly between the M7 and T5 in Lionsteel's lineup. The blade is made from CPM 3V steel, which delivers excellent toughness and long-lasting edge performance. The handle is milled from a single piece of black canvas micarta, giving it both strength and a comfortable, secure grip. The overall length comes in at about 11.6 inches, with a blade just under 6 inches, thick enough for demanding work, yet still manageable and balanced in hand. Its Kydex sheath is smartly built, reversible, mole-compatible, and easy to adapt for different carry styles. Extra survival touches include a ferro rod scraper built into the pommel and a lanyard hole for security. Some users have noticed small hairline cracks forming in the micarta near the guard with heavy use, but they don't affect overall performance. All in all, the Lionsteel T6 is reliable, stylish, and highly functional. It's a solid choice for outdoor enthusiasts who want a capable survival knife that feels comfortable without being bulky. Now, let's talk about the tops or Armado 6.5, a straightforward but powerful design by Josh Navarrete, a forged-in-fire champion. Built for tough fieldwork, it's made to last through years of hard use. And this is a large knife, approximately 12 inches overall length, with a 6.5-inch blade, made from sturdy 1095 carbon steel. Its shape and grind give it flexibility, equally useful for chopping, food prep, or heavy-duty outdoor work. The tan canvas micarta handle is built for strength but also stays comfortable during finer cutting, though users with smaller hands may find the size a bit overwhelming. At around 14 ounces, it feels surprisingly light in use, which makes longer sessions easier on the arm. Also, it comes with a black Kydex sheath that includes a belt strap and even a whistle, adding some survival practicality. Users highlight its ability to hold a sharp edge well, even after repeated use. So, if you want an American-made knife that's rugged, dependable, and designed for serious survival or bushcraft, the Armado 6.5 is an excellent option. So that was our list of 30 best fixed blade survival knives you can rely on. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reveal your thoughts in the comments section, as we'd love to hear from you. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.